all the way through the crowds there. All right.
Dogs don't like the people.
Woo! Oh, good dogs, you guys. Sound and Celia, they're the heroes of this race for me. Yeah.
Third place, 2013 30th Annual Yukon Quest. How you feeling?
I feel great. I feel great. You know, it was a hell of a race, and I'm just really proud of my dogs. They did amazing. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but anyone who knows me here knows I'm gonna cry. So, you know, it's been a long time coming. I spent 8-9 years trying to build a dog team that could do this, and every one of the dogs in that team I've bred, raised, and trained with help of Kyla, of course, and they showed they got what it takes. You know, I'm really proud of them. Really proud.
So your team is a little bit bigger than just your dogs. What about all these people standing here that are part of Team Wild and Free? What about them?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even begin to thank all the people that have helped me get to this point. I mean, all my friends and family, I would never be here without all their support. I mean, I can't, if I start naming people, I'm going to feel real bad because there's about 50 million people that I need to thank. I'll thank the people that are directly related right now. Steve and Josh, for my handlers for this race. They were stellar, of course. They've been out there for years doing this. Rose Hewitt for doing all my Facebook stuff and keeping everybody out there informed of what I got going on. And the fans, all you guys, the sport wouldn't be anything without all of you. My dad, my mom who's back home in Minnesota, I definitely would not be here without them. Not only because they gave birth to me, but just their unending support is the reason I'm here right now.
So how was your whole race overall? You've done a lot of different Yukon Quests, and how did this one compare to the others?
It was way better. I think everyone here knows that. You know, I ran a real smart race, and it was real fun. It is a long time coming. It took me a long time to learn to ride the brake and slow down and be patient, even though I can't spell the word patient. But you know, it was a real fun race, and you know, Eagle Summit, you know, me and her love each other, and once again, you know, we had some fun up there, and yeah, the whole race was just a really good time. But I can't. It's all about my dogs. They're just amazing creatures.
Anybody else have any questions for Brent?
I'm curious. This is your 7th finish, so are we going to see you again?
No, are you going to see me again? You're never going to get rid of me. Is I think the biggest statement there. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'll be back every year until I can't run this race anymore, or at least a Wild and Free team will be here for years and years to come.
Could you tell us about the meal you gave your dogs, and then your 2 leaders got a little extra? Just talk about them.
Yeah, the steaks, it's sort of a tradition, you know, after every one of the finishes, you know, they deserve a good steak, and they did, and there were 2 extras, and Sound and Celia, I can't say enough about those dogs, you know. I mean, they, of course, were raised with Wild and Free, and Kyla did an amazing job training them last year and getting a really good year underneath their belt, and they led a little, and actually Sound led Kyla almost across the finish line in the last few hundred miles of the race. And this season I relied on them a little bit, but didn't really put the pressure on them because they're only 2.5 years old. And I was, after the first day, after things had settled down, I put them up front thinking, okay, I'm just going to use these guys now and save my veteran leaders. My veteran leaders never went up in lead. So words don't describe how happy and proud I am with them, and I mean, that's the future right there. Every dog in that team is 3 years old. There's one 6-year-old in there. Other than that, they're 3 years old. So the future is very bright.
Brent, I got somebody back here who wants to hand you something from Alaskan Brewing.
Oh, right. I'll take that. Enjoy. Thanks a lot, man.
And drink chips for you and Jake.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, you know, Eagle Summit, I can't. It's the essence of this race over and over again. I say it, and even Jake, you know, he. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, later on when he gets in here, but that guy has got the best attitude you could possibly have. Because when I went by him on Eagle Summit, and he's dragging his sled up there, he smiles at me and goes, "Oh, it's Eagle Summit, just Eagle Summit," you know, and you know, that's the attitude that I have, and very few people have that attitude up there, and I was just so you know, overcome by that. There was no way I was going to go by him. Obviously, I was going to the top, and I was going to come back down, and you know, he didn't need my help. He could have easily done it himself. Maybe it would have taken him a bit longer. But I wasn't going to let him have all the fun, so I went down and helped him a little bit. And I can't wait to see Jake come across his finish line here. And he's a great guy, great dog musher.
So this beer is from Alaska Brewing Company, but it's for you from Jake and the Mecca Bar.
All right, thank you. Thanks for everyone for coming out. I really appreciate it.